Hey guys, what's going on? John here from What's Spinning. Here today to chat about the new Sunflower Bean album. Sunflower Bean are a New York-based indie band that I caught wind of quite a long time ago, actually, around the time of their Human Ceremony album. I saw them actually open up for Foxygen around this time, and their electric performance there, as well as their debut album Human Ceremony, made them actually one of my most favorite new bands at the time. I played this album a ton that year. This album blended everything from indie rock to post-punk to psychedelic rock, all wrapped up very nicely with these electric performances, as well as this overall glam feel to it that I really loved. Tracks like Come On and I Was Home made for some really fantastic singles. And the overall energy to this project was just so much fun. But then the band literally threw all of that out the window with 2018's 22 in Blue. This album, at least for me, was genuinely abysmal. Everything that was progressive and exciting and genuinely flashy about their debut was nowhere to be found here. There's no blend of genres, there's no dynamic performances, no. They've traded all of that in on their second album for just genuinely very safe indie rock that was, I don't know, completely faceless, at least for me. It's just a really unflattering album, and honestly I wasn't that hyped going into this EP, but here we are to chat about it. This EP starts off with its title track, King of the Dudes, and to my surprise, it's a pretty thunderous start actually. Has a very determined, sort of classic rock riff, as well as a very fiery performance by vocalist Julia Cumming. Now, honestly, she takes almost all of the vocal duties here, and I think that's a great move on their part. Because, honestly, between her and Jacob Faber, I think she's a much more exciting vocalist. It's a very impassioned tune, with some serious throwback rock and roll vibes like I was saying earlier. And it's absolutely packed with attitude. I don't hate this track at all. I think it's actually pretty damn good. And while I'm still not getting the exciting blend of genres that I got on their debut, I can totally get with this. I have a lot of the same feelings for the next track, Come For Me. This one has just as much of a fiery performance from Julia, and just the amount of swagger that she has on this track, it's actually pretty freaking awesome. There's still a big throwback element to this. This is a very straightforward rock tune, but it's a damn good one. The riff is gigantic, the performances are big. Hell, I even see a little personality shining through here. Not to mention, it does get pretty steamy in parts. And no, this all isn't usually what I go for with my indie rock, but honestly, right now, Sunflower Beans sound good. But when they slow things down on Fierce City, some real issues that I've had with them in the past kind of resurface. This one has its solid parts. The chorus here is easily just as good as the others here. But the verses here are just very bland, very safe, and the instrumental is just as bland, probably even more. Compared to the other tracks here, I almost have nothing to say about this. If we got more tracks like this in the future, I would just probably end up tuning out Sunflower Bean altogether. But with the finale track here, the big one, Sunflower Bean pulled together a really fantastic track. Probably my favorite here. I absolutely love the no rules punky vibe to this. Julia comes off like an utter badass here and legitimately freaking cool. I'm actually really happy with where she sounds here. Not to mention, the instrumental just comes off so raw. It almost comes off like they did this in one take, but in the best way. So yeah, while Sunflower Bean, for me at least, are still struggling to find that exciting blend of genres that their debut gave to me years ago, they're sounding good. They're starting to show a little bit more personality. They're starting to get a little bit more swagger to their performances. I like where they're heading right now. And while there's a very small sample size, this is decent. I'm feeling a light 7, but let me know what you guys are thinking on this EP. If you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you'd like for me to chat about in the future. Until next time, have a good day, guys.